yeah, let's just keep making Sims see if they're sexy one day. Like...
Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Newman.
And I am Chris Carr, and we are Two Filthy Casuals.
And we know that getting into a new fandom can be intimidating with all the gatekeepers out there.
It sure can. And that's why on this podcast, we invite a super fan on. That way they can talk to you about their fandom, explain why they love it, and you can dip your toe in sans judgment.
And we are so excited. Please welcome our super fan, a comedian, and improv nerd, Madelyn Teague.
Woo-hoo!
Oh my God. Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I'm nervous, but I'm really excited. So...
I assumed you would commit and do this all in, is it Simlish?
Dag. Snooba-dooba. Yeah.
That's pretty, hey, that's good.
Yes, I am semi-fluent. Duolingo doesn't offer it yet, unfortunately. So,
well, now that owl's dead, I'm sure changes are coming.
The owl's dead. Everything's they're. Am I slandering the good name of Duolingo?
No,
they were like, you know what's better than people? AI, computer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what's going on with that, but
that's not the fandom.
No.
Thank God. This would be so
that
awkward.
fandom's dead now. So,
but you are a Sims super fan
since day one, honestly.
Really?
Like, I don't remember when I started officially, but it was like when I was like 6 years old playing The Sims, like the original Sims, where you put them in a pool with no ladder and they die.
Yeah.
And I've been playing I literally played yesterday. Like, I just go through waves. Right now I'm on Sims 4. Uh-huh. But I think I've logged, it's so embarrassing, 500 hours of playing The Sims.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
you're still not, what did they say, 10,000 to be an expert. So.
That's just on my current computer. It has crashed many of computers in my lifetime.
Sure.
Especially my 5th grade birthday, I got a green HP. Ooh. And it got screwed up from, I think, Sims 2 at the time. So, yeah, those games, love them. They are so bad for your computer. But it's fine. It's fine. It's good.
So, it's pretty basic. I think most people have some experience. But what are The Sims?
Mm-hmm. So, it's it's not virtual reality, but it's a simulation. Oh, my God, because The Sims, duh. And you just
wait, no.
No, really?
No, really.
The Sims simulation, right?
Oh, God.
I feel real dumb.
You just? Okay. No, that's okay.
Well, continue.
You just make families, you make Sims, and you live a simulation, and you do
God damn it.
cooking and have babies.
Do
get
woo-hoo.
a job.
I remember that.
Woo-hoo.
I played this game as a child.
I woohooed as a child, so
it was scandalous,
and the noises they make are kind of funny. As a kid, I was like, "Is that what you have sex? You just go under the cover, ruffles, and get steamy?"
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like.
It's been generally my experience, yeah.
There's fireworks, too, and I have been missing that in my sex life. So I think I'm just missing that part.
It's just a game. It's fine. It's probably fine. I feel like this game was, that to me feels like such a core memory of you'd, have a birthday party or you'd have friends over and you'd all gather around and you would, kill them horribly and you would make them woohoo.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm an only child, too, so I was big into making big families. And I don't know if that's, a psychological, fill the void with fake Sim children. But I loved it, and I'm a very, a lot of the fandom does, the crazy challenges and stuff. I think I'm one of the most boring Sim players, because I have a family, they have a job. Right now I have one who's an artist, and her husband, boyfriend, whatever, is a sculptor. And I'm like... At least murder someone. I don't know why I just play them with such boring lives.
But also, in this year of our Lord 2025, it's the same thing. I feel like a lot of people make the joke around D&D now of just no, this is just, I have friends I see regularly, and we just, we're just working a gig economy where that's enough to survive off of one thing at a time. And I feel like Sims is a similar, hold on.
And literally,
Tell me about this fantasy world where this artist and her sculptor partner
can live in a 2-bedroom house and not have real jobs.
What's that like?
Oh, the dream.
The dream. And also the world is kind of fucked right now. So it's like, I'm just going to pretend everything is fine.
It's like I love Stardew, and I feel like, again, it's a similar, like, a simpler world where it feels like the world that was promised us.
Yeah.
Of just like, I keep all my little bars up, my little energy bar, and my little, and I feed my chickens, and I'm happy.
Exactly.
Cozy escapism.
Yes.
That seems like. You mentioned challenges, though. And
Yes.
I played this game when I was little and then did not return to it. But I remember the woohoos and such. There's challenges? I thought you just built your family.
Well, as a boring player, yeah, that's what I do. But, like the Twitchers of the world and stuff, they gotta keep it going, entertaining. So there's like the 100 baby challenge, where you have 100 babies.
No, I'm gonna come out with the hottest of take. Maybe too many.
I think, as I knock over a light, that's definitely too many.
Probably.
We say big, bold things here. 100 babies might be too many.
Yeah, you better. I don't know if you're gonna last that statement.
Canceled.
There's not enough time on TLC to have that show.
Yeah,
Can't.
too many commercial breaks. It wouldn't work logistically. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just like have 100 babies, like, which is weird because the house you can only have 8 people. So that's another thing. Like people do the mods and the stuff like that and the cheats. I try it and then my Mac almost explodes. So then I go back to boring.
So a lot of this is not like Sims sanctioned stuff. Like a lot of the challenges are like things you're like finding online and in the community that you're trying to do, or like modding out your game like against what it kind of comes with already.
Yeah, people do. I mean, there's challenges like sweatshops where you.
I'll do another hot take. That's not good.
Listen, logistically it makes sense. You put a bunch of people in your basement and you have them make art for you, and then you sell it.
I understand the concept.
And that's a challenge. I also don't do that because I don't want to torture Sims. Like, I don't know what bone in me is so sensitive that I'm like, I don't want to hurt them. I don't want them to be villains and be disliked.
Oh.
Once again, I don't know what psychological problem that is.
I think that's that issue of having empathy.
Maybe.
How terrible for you.
I don't know why I still have that. I've been trying to get rid of it.
So I was going to ask what the worst thing you've ever done to a sim is, because some people play this game as a malevolent god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, as a kid and stuff, like, with friends, we would obviously kill him, and that's fun.
Yeah. I think the most iconic one, if you've never played the game, if you put the sim in a swimming pool and you take the stairs to the swimming pool out.
That's the classic.
They can't get out.
Yeah, like the earlier renditions of like the original Sims and Sims 2 had a lot of like different ways to die. So like if you left your dishes out for too long, you could get bugs in your apartment and literally die from like toxins or something.
Jesus.
And other
Black
things.
mold.
Pretty much. Like there was that, like fires. The Sims 4 kind of like got soft and they don't let your Sims die that much.
Coward.
Which is kind of fine
Grow
because
up.
I get really sad when mine dies.
Yeah.
And I like restart the game sometimes,
Yeah.
depending if I saved. Because I'm like, my Sims can't live without a dad. Like, what is it? The world? Like, I don't know.
Who's going to feed those 100 babies?
100 babies?
Wait, I'm hung up on this. So you can only have 8 people in a house, but you can have 100 babies? Do you drop them off at fire stations?
You know what? Maybe. I don't know if they kick them out or they age out or something.
Sims just has a weird reality circuit going where, like, which baby gets to live in the house?
They also have the breed out the ugly challenge, which hurtful, right? But they basically put, like, I think 2 ugly Sims together, and they're, like, ugly.
You're setting those sliders all the way
All
one
the way.
over the other. Yeah.
Either the skinniest, fattest, biggest nose, forehead, all that stuff, and they basically keep having babies till they're not ugly anymore. And I'm like, are we so bored, like, as a society that we're like, yeah, let's just keep making Sims, see if they're sexy one day. Like, most of the time, it takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
But yeah.
I guess obviously there's a big Twitch Sims subsection.
Yeah.
That never crossed my mind as a thing, but also, duh, of course.
Yeah.
Now that I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Like, I follow a couple YouTubers who do it, but they, like, I mean, they do the challenges, but they're also, like, comedians, so they're funny, too, which is good. But I tried the Twitch at one point in my life, but I was like, once again, boring sim player. I was trying to make people on The Sims, like, famous people. So I was like, that could be my take. But then I was like, I'm bored. This is, I just want to build a house.
Have you ever made yourself?
I have. I made myself. When I was in college, I made all my friends, and we all lived together. I've made myself in relationships.
Real ones or
No, I mean,
aspirational?
I only have like 2 to pick from, and none of them are worth making in The Sims, so I like to be aspirational with it.
I love that.
Yeah. And have a nice house. Have a house, LA.
Again, you're making money as an artist.
Yeah.
And
An artist.
Thriving.
Be a vet tech. Why not?
Wow.
You know?
That's I just found out, like, how few veterinarian schools there are in the country.
How many are there?
Well, I know there's only 2 in the state of California.
What?
Yeah.
There's so many animals.
I know. I'm sure there's more in some other states.
Indiana's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. My school had a big vet program. I could not do that.
But it's harder to get into than I realized.
Oh my God. It's so competitive.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't want to cut up an animal. I don't need to see what's on the inside.
Well, when you're a vet, you don't get to play with the well ones.
No,
like, that's
you
not
don't get to
most
have
of the
fun.
job.
I'll just, hire me to walk your dog or whatever, but I don't need to see what's inside them.
But Simu was doing great, I'm sure.
Simmy can slay it. She's so good at, like, everything, and she kind of pisses me off, because, like, she makes me look bad as a person. I'm like, damn, she can pull people, like, she can flirt, she woohoos,
Oh.
but I can't be mean to her.
Yeah.
Can't kill her.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. I love her.
Stairs are staying in that pool.
Yeah.
Were you, because I know Sims is sort of a subgenre. Like, there are other Sim games, right? Sim City.
Yeah.
Well, and then I always get confused because then there was the Tycoons
Yeah.
that are not the same but feel similar. Because then you had, like, Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon. There was a Sim theme park. It was just less popular than Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Okay.
But I played Sim theme park, and I love Sim theme park.
Well,
and
that
now that I'm
tracks.
saying that out loud, of course I fucking did.
Yeah, that was made
Of course.
for you. The algorithm went Amy Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a whole multiverse for
Yeah.
The Sims. Like, I mean, I literally watched a YouTube video about all, like, the side games that are involved, and there's, like, over 50, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I like the PC. I've tried to play it on, like, Xbox, PlayStation. Just doesn't feel right. Like, the controller, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's also so many different, like, The Sims is just the base game.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's, like, the expansion packs with them.
Right.
So I'm big into those. I've tried to play on mobile, but once again, small screen, my eyes can't see what I'm doing. And it's not as free form as it is. I like my sim to literally be able to do, like, just literally nothing.
I can't explain it. I can play a video game for a long time, but there's something about Sims on the computer where I feel like for many of us, this was our first taste of internet addiction or like computer, like Sims always does stand out to me, and to some degree like Sim Theme Park and some of these other games. But Sims was a big one for early, like, I put this game on around 3 PM, and then I looked at the clock and I realized the sun was coming up. Like, you're just like, where did the last 12 hours of my day go? Like, it's the most addicting shit.
Yeah.
And I think being on a computer lends to that in a way I can't explain.
I think so too. I'm like a big binge player where I'll, like, for the past, like, I was kind of off it for a while, and then I was like, oh, I'm going on a podcast about The Sims. I should hop back into it. And then, of course,
sorry
I was
we
like,
did this to you.
dang it. You know, I was trying to get back into reading, but it's fine. There's words.
Literacy.
Words on The Sims. I can
Do
read
your
those.
Sims read?
Sometimes, yeah.
See,
But
there you go.
it's so they're learning stuff, you know? Like, The Sims is so stupid because they're like, here's a book about, like, mechanics, and they read it, and then they can fix their fridge. And I'm like, okay, I guess you can do that in real life, too. Let me think. What's harder than a fridge? I don't know, they can fix a stereo or a
Yeah.
TV just from a book. Like, is that how things work? No.
Not in my experience.
No one reads books anymore to learn things, so...
Do you think that's partly why it's so addicting, though? Again, like, getting into this, like, it's this, like, kind of idealized version of life, and then it is this, like, what I felt I was promised of this, like, if I build up my flirting skills, I can just have the partner I want. If I build up, you know, that one worked out pretty well. But, like,
you did all right.
Yeah, way to brag. Thanks.
but, like, if I invest in this skill, I will be good at it. I will, like, be a star in it. I will have a career in it. Like, just that A to B of life that I feel like I want the world to work like still.
For sure. Oh, it's like a simplified version of what you want. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I've been thinking, and
Maybe
it's so
that's
easy.
why they call it sim. It's simple.
Simple.
See, there could have been other options. I'm not a dummy. There could have been other things. Man.
Simple life. Yeah, I mean, because I've recently been like, I want to get into the drums. Can't just get a drum set. You know who can? Sims.
Yeah.
And you can just build an extra room for their drums. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do that in my studio apartment.
Right.
Man.
I would,
That is particularly addictive as a millennial of just like, I just want to do hobbies, but I can't do hobbies. And if I get a hobby, I'm going to have to monetize it.
yeah. At this point, yeah, you can't do anything without trying to make money off of
No.
it. Nothing is fun anymore, really.
Whoa. I was going to combat it, and I was like, wait a second.
Anyways, thanks for coming on this podcast where we create content out of your favorite thing.
I'm having a great time.
God forbid you just like something. Were you in, so did you play the other Sim, like Sim whatevers, or was it Sims, like, through and through? Like Theme Park Tycoon, those are different.
I was really into those two, like
Yeah.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
Like I have that on my Switch. I'll pull that out too. It's just like the essence of like designing something
Yeah.
that's your own and not having like the consequences if you fuck it up. Like,
Yeah.
oops, Sim died, roller coaster crash. Okay, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, like the games like that where it's like simulation, I just enjoy.
Yeah, there is a weird, because you compare that to a video game where it's like, I'm in this battle and I have to shoot this guy or I die and I start over and it's frustrating.
Yes.
It's like Sims, I don't remember ever being frustrated in the same way, except for one time I was playing Sim Theme Park. I just unlocked another one. I unlock a lot of trauma as I speak on this podcast. So one time I was playing Sim Theme Park, and I thought it was being very, very funny. And I saved one of my little, like, theme park saves as, I believe it was, it had the word crap in it. And then I couldn't change it. And then I got so upset that my parents might see it and I would get in trouble. I was just, like, sitting there, like, all night, like, how do I change a save? How do I change a save? I'm going to be in so much trouble about this. I don't think my parents would have even given a shit, but...
It would have been like,
I lived in
Great.
constant fear of getting in trouble as a kid.
The word crap as a kid was really like borderline terrifying. It's like,
Right?
can I say it? Can I not?
Yeah.
I remember
your
the
mom
days.
is from Boston.
Oh,
Small
Shit.
potatoes.
yeah, that's nothing.
You're constantly do you want to sit down for fucking dinner? And you're like, I do, yeah, that sounds fucking great.
I waited for the day my mom would like let me cuss without her being like, "Don't say that." You know, I would test
Yeah.
the waters every now and then, be like, "Oh, damn." And it was like 50-50. And
Yeah.
then obviously I cuss all the time now, so that's not an issue. But I also disagree. I do think The Sims can be very stressful.
Oh, okay.
One, the burglars. They're terrifying. I remember that as like childhood fear.
Did they just like break in the night?
They
Like a burglar?
like a burglar
Okay.
in their burglar gear.
Listen, if you're going to come for me for Sim, I'm going to come for you when I can.
They wore their black beanie or ski cap, maybe, depending what version of the
There's
Sims.
credit card fraud.
That's true.
There's identity theft.
There could be other burgles happening.
Standard burgle.
Okay.
Yeah. Black and white stripe to let you know they're a burglar. But the early Sim, I mean, all of them have a noise with it. But I just remember it was like the most terrifying, like, dun, as they're crawling to your front door.
Oh.
I used to hide behind my chair when that happened. And my mom, I would have her come in and just be like, help, get away.
Oh.
It was scary. It
Yeah.
was my least favorite thing. I was terrified of that. And on The Sims 2, when your sim was pregnant, each trimester, trimester? They got pregnant in 3 segments, basically. And each time, it would zoom in on them really suddenly, and it scared the shit out of me every time. So I would, like, fast forward through my sim's whole pregnancy so I didn't have to, like, deal with that. It's like...
So 100 babies would be your nightmare.
I would hate it. I know.
That's 300 times we have to do this.
Typically, yeah, I like to adopt on The Sims because you don't know what we need to adopt in real life. Why not adopt in The Sims,
Yeah.
you know?
That's beautiful.
People are having 100 babies that can't live in their house.
No.
That's where they're
got it.
going.
Yes.
They go to other homes.
You're adopting them.
Oh,
Taking
okay.
the 100 babies.
Now I see the whole cycle. I love it. That's wonderful. So you mentioned a couple of the other Sims too, and you cut me off mid-funk, said that they didn't know that Sims came out after SimCity, and wanted to know, why do you think that The Sims just kind of eclipsed that OG version?
That's interesting. Yeah, I think, like, timeline specific too, like, the original Sims came out early 2000s?
It looks like 2000.
Oh, look at that.
Which is...
2000.
Feels like it should have been earlier.
The way it
Because
looks.
SimCity was 1989?
What?
Really? Before my time, you know?
You know?
Anything before 97, no idea.
I was kicking it.
You were playing SimCity?
No, I was 2, but that's why also me being like, yeah, I played this when I was a kid. Is
Yeah, it looks like Sims was 2000, Sims 2 was 2004, Sims 3 was 2009, and Sims 4 was 2014, and then we haven't had any more.
There's been a lot of issues with that. The whole Sims 5 debacle. What's it going to look like? When's it coming out? It's like, you know that meme where they're like, we got blah, blah, blah before GTA 6?
Yeah.
I feel that with Sims 5. Like, we got Elon Trump breakup before Sims 5. But I think there's rumors where we're not even going to get it. Which is kind of rude.
Manny Alvarado VO wanted to know if you think that we're going to get it.
Oh, girl. I don't have hopes for it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sad, but I'm also content. Because I think everyone has their opinions on the 4 versions. To me, the OG will always be my favorite. Because it was so weird. Like, it was just, like, outlandish of a video game. And I think that's why, back to your original question, like, why it kind of surpassed, like, SimCity. Mostly because it was way more unique and, like a simulation versus SimCity was kind of like a overview of stuff.
When I remember SimCity feeling like a little, not that it was like hard, but you had to think a little more technically.
Yeah.
Whereas like Sims, it's like, well, I know what I would put into living my life if I had all the resources.
Exactly.
Like it's easier and it's you can be sillier with it.
Yeah,
That
like,
makes
okay,
sense.
make it eat, make it poop or whatever, and
Sure.
that's your sim.
Bada bing, bada boom.
That's easy. I
What
mean,
else do I need?
And the cheats, you don't even need to work for money. You just type in mother load, and there you go, 50,000 simoleons right to you.
Uh-oh,
Damn.
I've called the Sim Police. You've broken the Sim laws.
The SimRS.
Can I just say, the sim police on the Sims game are the worst. Like, I'm full ACAB when it comes to the sim police.
No wonder everybody's getting burgled.
They suck.
Yeah.
Same with the fire department, but I won't shit on the fire department because they're
Deal
good.
with
They're good.
babies.
They're too busy with the babies.
Well, they dropped off.
What are, when you say it was weird, like what kind of shit are we talking?
There was one expansion pack that I am craving to play to this day, and that's why I almost want to buy an old desktop just to play it. But it was carnival / magic, and there was weird clown face, you go through a weird tunnel and you're in this a weird carnival kind of thing. And I remember this roller coaster. I think there's videos of it on TikTok and YouTube and all that, but it's your sim is on a roller coaster and they're like, whoa, 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 and then they pop through something and then they're in a weird, it's just
So you would live in a carnival world?
no, it was a secret world. So you would put a tunnel in front of your house or wherever.
And then your sim could pop into the carnival world?
Yeah, like Mario and his little tubes.
Sure.
Same thing, except you go carnival. Oh my god, it's been so long since I played that. I'm craving to play that so bad. Ugh. But
so the expansion packs are like weird little thematic things you can add on, like buy and add on to the games.
Yeah, like the base.
I don't think I've ever played with an expansion pack.
The base game is very basic. Like at this point, like the original Sims is free, or Sims 4 is free, which is like, okay, like cool. You get
it is.
You get, yeah.
Madelyn,
it's free. Everybody.
I have a job.
Everybody's
I have
free.
a podcast
Not
to
anymore.
edit.
Now you've got a family to take care of.
When this
100
episode,
babies.
when this episode comes out 3 weeks after the episode that preceded it, please understand why. As you're watching it right now,
You know
as
what?
you're listening right now,
No one can blame you. You're only human.
know that The Sims got me.
It's free, and they have deals all the time. Not to keep fueling this fire, but like,
Oh no.
I'll miss you.
you want to make your dog or cat on The Sims? Do it. I'm trying to figure out. You
If
could.
anything bad happened to my Sim cat, I would.
It is sad when they die. The Grim Reaper is also annoying because he like sticks around after and like watches your TV.
Like a drug dealer?
Yes. He comes, swoops, kills
Just
your cat.
weed guy?
Yeah. He drops off the weed, kills your cat, and then watches TV and goes into your fridge. I'm like, I didn't invite you. But sometimes I do try to flirt with him to see if anything happens.
And?
You can date him. I don't.
What?
Mostly,
Well, you all know where I've
Yeah.
been. And you know what I've been attempting.
100 baby challenge with the Grim Reaper.
Look.
That would be. Would they be skeletons? That's a great question. I might have to try this now. I'll probably go home and literally play The Sims after this, so it's very on point.
There's death becomes her joke in here somewhere.
Death B coming in her.
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
We did it.
That's it. That's
Teamwork
it.
makes
Yeah.
the dream work here.
That's it. They
The
should have
brain
said that
cell?
at the Tonys. Ugh. They missed out.
So, the expansion packs.
Yes.
So, what kind of shit are we talking here? What do you have a favorite?
Okay, currently on my roster, I have seasons, which is cool because you can like celebrate holiday, Christmas. They have Hanukkah stuff too, which is cool, right? Yeah. Fall, the leaves change. Summer, it's hot. You have to buy an air conditioner or like a thermostat, and then it actually affects them, which is kind of annoying because they get too hot, and they're the whiniest people I've ever controlled in my life. I feel like a dictator that's like very like easygoing and like a pushover.
You're like, I love them so much, but also shut the fuck.
Like I could kill you, but I won't. I'm a good person. Pets, obviously.
Yeah.
Just cats and dogs. Sims 3, you could have a horse though. Game changer. Sims 3 is god tier. Like within the community, I'd say everyone thinks Sims 3 is the best. Then 2. Then probably 4. But I'm an outlier. I like 4 a lot.
But you said 1 is probably your favorite, just for
One's like the like I don't like it won't ever replace something in my heart.
Sure.
Like all those years going home after elementary school and playing The Sims and not hanging out with actual people.
As we often talk, there's this was either the best of it or it was the one I consumed a lot of when my brain made dopamine at a normal rate. Like,
Yes. I could have been doing drugs, but I was playing The Sims, so you're welcome, Mom.
possibly more addicting.
Possibly. I mean, it's lasted, oh my God, what am I, 27? Started playing when I was like 8. What is that, over 20 years?
Damn. Not
Yeah.
quite, but
See, The Sims, Sims, you don't do math, you just play.
yeah.
Just like a lot of like side packs too. Oh, I have one that's like a Strangerville. Strangerville is like an OG neighborhood that started in Sims 2. And it's recently come back to Sims. It was in Sims 3 and Sims 4. But this one, there's like weird alien aspect with it. And it actually has like a challenge. So that's cool. So, you know, you buy the expansion pack, do that once, and then you're like, okay, great. But it gives you kind of something to look forward to. And like everyone in the city is a little weird or they're conspiracy theorists and you can talk to them about Strangerville.
Oh, right. What's the challenge in that one? Is it kind of identifying who the aliens
It's
are?
figuring out what's going on in the town.
Okay.
So there's like weird plants everywhere and they're purple and they like just are around. And everyone like, some people walk like they're like tweaking almost, like zombies. And then some people are military personnel. It sounds so made up, but it's not. And basically, your deal is to find out what's going on, like what's happening in town. And I think, spoiler alert, I think it's because the plants are like poisoning people's brains. And you have to like go into this facility and like look at paperwork. And I mean, you don't see any paperwork because it's The Sims, obviously.
Right.
And then you like put the pieces together kind of and save the town.
So do most of the expansion packs come with like an end goal? Because Sims itself, you don't really have a goal, right? You could kind of just do this forever, right?
No, most of them, like if anything, like the more, like there's different tiers too. So like the expensive ones, you like get a new city, which is nice. And like I have like the wizards and witches one. So like you can have like a spellcaster and that's cool. And you can go to a whole different world and it's like, we have to find, like, the secret portal to get there. So that's, like, a little added thing so your Sims game isn't, like, so boring. Sometimes it is very mundane stuff. So I'm glad they added that. But there's never, like, the challenge with it. Like
they never go, like, congrats, you won The Sims, your game is over.
Yeah, you cannot win The Sims.
Yeah.
Like, The Sims wins you. Like, you just keep... Because you're like, okay.
When you're like, oh, it's been 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I should shower. The Sims.
Haven't brushed my teeth. Yeah.
But my Sim has. My Sim's hygiene.
And they say, oh, hey, you would like this expansion pack. Here, just give us $30.
God, you're right.
And I do. And I say, okay. Especially those damn deals.
Yeah.
Like $6. Are you kidding me? You can't get anything for $6 anymore.
No.
But
That's maybe a coffee. Pre-tip.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think so anymore.
It's just a plain one, too.
Plain
Not getting
coffee.
shit in there.
And who drinks plain coffee?
If you want anything, but they're shitty little 2%, $7.
Men. Minimum. I'm glad you brought up all these different DLCs and everything, though, because Julia Goodwin Writer wanted to know about them, saying, like, Busting Out and Medieval were some of her favorites. So is Carnival then your favorite one, or...
Oh, I guess like for the Sims 1, yeah. But Bustin' Out and, what was it, Medieval? Those are Sims 3 specific, I think.
Okay.
And those are fun. I think Sims 2 and 3 have better expansion packs because there's like more to do. The Sims 4 is very like aesthetic. And it's good if you like to build and design, which I don't really care for. I just want to play and have a family and maybe a baby and a job.
Health insurance.
Yeah. Medieval I never had, but it was cool because like, they have, like, that and, like, Star Wars, which is, like, Newtown, like, yeah, and it's just, there's cool things like that. Busted out.
Is Star Wars only $6?
Certainly not.
Probably at this point, because it's for Sims 3, I think.
Don't tell her that.
So it's definitely on the cheaper
No one's going
end.
to make this podcast ever again.
Well, thank you so much for listening to the final episode of Two Filthy Casuals.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Happy to be the downfall.
It's been a great year and a
Yeah.
half.
We've really thrived.
We had a good run. Are there any expansion packs you would want to see? Like, is there anything you're like, oh, I wish I could do this?
Space. Because here's the
They haven't
tea.
done space?
You can make a rocket ship. You can go in the rocket ship woohoo in space. But you can't go to space. So I'm like, put us on a planet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Space. I think medieval's cool because it's like time difference. Like, yeah, like maybe something else like a medieval or like a old English or something like that, or like Western or something.
Western would be fun.
More themed
Little
places.
Oregon Trail crossover.
Yes.
Your Sim dies of dysentery.
That would be great because The Sims already kind of does that. Like they'll give you an either or question and it can really just like fuck up your Sims job or school. Like they can get fired if you pick the wrong one. And as I said, I don't read a lot. And it's a big paragraph. So a lot of times I'll just click one, see what happens.
I was going to ask like what, but I guess we don't have a...
There's weird scenarios like if your Sim works at a business or like Mr. Saperstein wants the files done by blah, 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 but your Sim wants to go to happy hour. Like, what do you do? And then it's like...
What, am I not going to go to happy hour?
Yeah.
That's $6 cocktails, and you can't get it. It's $6 wells. You can't get anything for $6.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I click half-ass it. And then sometimes it will do like a 180 on you and be like, he didn't care. He loved that. You're so casual. And like you get a promotion or like you get fired.
Damn.
Which is tough. But I just say, chance it, whatever. We'll see.
Do you have in your almost 20 years of playing this game, do you have Sims that you feel like a deep emotional connection to at this point?
You know what? That's interesting and a good question because it kind of ties into like the whole lore of The Sims. Because each game, there's like base Sims that live there regardless. So like Sims I've made, no. But there's like Bob and Eliza Pancakes who live in your neighborhood. And there's a lot of challenges with them too.
New drag name just dropped.
Bob and Eliza Pancakes. And they're great. But then like also like Mortimer Goth and his family, and they're like the rich, sexy people of the town.
Well, with a name like Mortimer Goth.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Smash. Next question.
Absolutely.
And his wife, Bella Goth.
Smash. Next question.
She wears a sexy red dress with black hair.
I feel like I can picture her. I feel like I know who you're talking about.
She got the black, like, and she's in every version since the original. So, like, she's an OG. And everyone, like, sometimes, I don't know, I'll try to be a homewrecker and date her in the game or something. But I do love that The Sims, like, with the consistency with that. Like, I like that they bring people back. Except Sims 2, there was an alien family with a huge, like, backstory, like, how they came here. Sims 2, you could also get abducted by aliens, so that was pretty fantastic.
Have you heard, because researching for this was the first I heard of this, that there is a Sims movie in the works?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got a question about that, too. K-Marcus9 wanted to know what you think's going to be in it.
Yeah.
Who do I think is, or what?
Oh, no, what do you think it's going to be?
I kind
How
of
do you do that
think...
movie?
Well, it feels like, because is it the same production company? And I feel like they were like, we're really inspired by the Barbie movie. And it's like, yeah, because I feel like the Barbie movie did the thing that would be fun, which is a sim, like, realizing they exist in a...
Simulation.
You got it.
Now it just feels like taunting.
But, like, realizing
Put me in a
that...
pool and take a ladder out. I'm never going to recover from this.
But it feels like we kind of did that with Barbie, so...
I think, if anything, it would be more like the Minecraft movie. To be honest, I have not seen the Minecraft movie, but I know it's kind of, like, heavy on references.
Yeah.
So, like, I do think someone would, like, die in a pool or, like, put their baby on the ground or, like...
Oh, just a Final Destination Sims would be.
That has been a thing. People used to be so creative with it. Like, Sim Productions used to make, like, music videos with them. And, like, I don't know if you've ever heard, like, the voice where it's, like, the Kardashians and it's like, I'm going to get the orange soda. Like, me too. And then she's like, I'll have the red soda. And then it's, like that crack noise. But that's a huge meme that came from that. And people are just so creative with it. I tried.
So they would, like, make videos with...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you do that? I was trying to do that, like, in the 5th and 6th grade. Like, I could do that, and it's horrible. But people are so creative with it.
Yeah.
But movie, I don't know. Like, I've heard rumors about it, but I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would. Barbie is so, not political, but, like, it kind of, like, made a good point.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know if The Sims could do that.
There's not really a feminist backbone to The Sims necessarily.
No.
Or maybe there is.
I mean,
Maybe
it's
I'll be proven wrong.
heavy female players, so, I mean, we already have a huge female audience, so they could, you know, whip some good feminine story out of it, but also I don't know if they would.
As such a big fan, though, do you even want a movie, or is this something that's not of interest to you?
I think it'd be cool to see it.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't really care.
Do you think
I
we'll
would
get
like it.
a Sims movie or Sims 5 first?
Oh,
Ooh.
neither. They're gonna just give us nothing. No,
That's too much like real life. No.
it's too much like real life. I don't know. I feel like, if anything, that's so hard. What do I want?
Yeah, if you could have one, which would you take?
A movie would not wreck my computer, so I guess the
Ooh.
movie. But The Sims 5, I mean, it's just like each version is so different how it looks. I hated The Sims 4 when I started because it was so different from The Sims 3. So I don't know if I would like Sims 5 yet. Guess we'll never know. Or we'll know in 20 more years.
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like we got a question about Simlish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the language of if you've never played the game, they sort of speak in this almost like it's I feel like it's gibberish, but then there will be little things where you're like, oh, I can almost understand.
And it seems like they repeat certain words, so there is a rhyme or reason.
Is it
to
a real language?
Kind of, yeah. Like, I know, like, dag is like, thank you. But sometimes it's like, goodbye. And then, I mean, they even, I think it was Sims 3, they had, like, actual artists make Simlish songs. Like, Katy Perry had one for Last Friday Night. And it would play on your Sims, like, radio if you played the pop station, which was really cool. Sims 3 was pretty, god dear. Once again, big fan. But it would be like, snorbid, dorba, gorbadoof, yeah, like that. But you would, like, be like, yeah, it's the same beat. Katy Perry recorded that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Kim Petras or someone just did something. Or maybe it's Charlie XCX, but I think you could probably, if you listen to it enough, you could almost translate
You could
it.
like learn some basic phrases.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Minions, where they speak Spanish sometimes.
Well, apparently, I feel like I heard, because there's one guy who does all the Minions. And I feel like I heard it's basically, you can if you're like writing for the Minions for something, he's like, hey, you can write out like phonetically what you want this to sound like, or give it to me and I'll translate.
Oh.
Is what I have heard.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how you would do that with Simlish, because, like,
Someone's got to have some kind of little glossary of
I think
at least
it's definitely
basics.
more written out than Minions. Minions is straight up like, Baba boy, hola, meh. I'm like, where did the Spanish come from? But Simlish, I think, is more like, yeah, like, I do think, I want to go home and translate it. Got to look up if there's, like, a dictionary. I know there is phrases that they will say, and if you listen a lot, I usually don't, like, listen fully to the game, because I'll, like, be multitasking or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think the language is pretty, you can find some matches for sure.
Duolingo, get on it.
Shut Up Wesley 1701 wanted to know if you have a favorite Simlish phrase.
I mean, I love dag, but I like when they were like, it's almost like when they're like, oh, well, they're like, hooba nooba. And just the way, I just also love, like in the old games when they would panic, because things, for some reason, the early Sims, things would catch on fire all the time.
So easily.
So easily. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of mine died.
that's why, the Sims used to not be stress-free. Now it's too soft. I think we need a mixed chaos. Because they'd be like, oh, blah, blah. Like, I can't do it because I don't know exactly what they say.
I feel
But
like
my favorite
you're killing
part
me.
is when they panic. And they just kind of get like, oh. But I like when they're chill and they're like, ooba nooby.
I can't believe I'm going to go home and not sleep tonight.
You're going to play the Sims.
I'm going to.
Just go back down into this. I'm definitely going to look at expansion packs, which is upsetting to me. I'm just, oh no. With the free time I have, I'm just going to be like, well,
Well,
What's
Done.
free time?
Done.
Don't need it.
that's Sims time. That's
That's
time.
Sims
you're,
times.
you're depriving your Sims of that time.
that's
Actually,
true.
They have so many babies they want to have.
Damn.
Think about it.
Well, Marie's got to get grandkids somehow. This is it.
That's what I'm saying. Mom, I already made you like 500 children by now. Like, please leave me alone.
You can only have
Shut
2
up.
in Stardew, so
What?
yeah.
What is it, China? Why are they limiting your... Jeez. Only 2 kids. Fine. I didn't know you could have kids in Stardew.
Yeah.
You can have sex in Stardew.
They don't.
They don't
Sure.
woohoo.
They don't woohoo.
No. Not in the game.
Put in that movie theater. Whoa.
RV. But I guess Sims, all bets are off.
You just do whatever, and that's
Yeah.
kind of the glory of it.
What are the... I feel like this should have been early in the conversation, but because I remember there's the bars, right, of like things you can...
Oh, like their needs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are, it's like social...
Yeah, it's...
Social.
Social.
Com-
Sleep. obviously. Mm-hmm. Hunger, bladder, hygiene, social, fun, which needy. They don't watch the right thing. Like, and the worst part is Sims are getting smarter and they like know what they like and don't like. So if you watch sports, they're like, no. Their fun just goes down. Like,
do you feel like that's the hardest one to keep up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Which,
fun,
relatable.
There's 8 of them.
I like that social and fun are different.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And it depends, because, like, your sim can be a loner, and then they get stressed. Like, I do like that it's, like...
They could be
They
introverted
have
or
personalities,
extroverted.
which is nice.
That's great.
Yeah, because they're like, I hate this party. I'm going to leave. And then you have a sim that's like, woo! They can streak. That's always fun. Pranks.
We were all so horny about playing this game as children, I feel like.
Dude.
I feel like I was just trying to sneak a glimpse of whatever.
It's kind
I
of risque.
could.
Yeah.
It was rated T for teen.
Mm-hmm. It was.
It was rated T for teen, but it was like just on that borderline where I feel like all our parents were like, it's not gory.
My
or
mom did
anything.
not
It's
give a
fine."
shit.
Yeah.
No.
My mom and I were watching the movie Rent when I was 7, so I knew all about that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Sims was nothing.
Simpler times.
Simpler times.
Simpler.
Simpler times.
Are there any games that you would recommend that are like The Sims that you would go, hey, if you like this, here's another avenue for you? Like if you really want space, for me, I would recommend you check out No Man's Sky because all you do is you go and just like explore the universe.
Interesting. You know what is so weird? Sims, to me, is the only game I play that's like a simulation. I do love a good VR. I love VR poker. Has nothing to do with Sims.
Wait, like with the goggles?
Uh-huh.
So you have VR goggles?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
That's...
Fancy.
What can I say?
And you have to like...
Yeah, you look at your cards. You can chat with people. There's kids on it, which is annoying. Yeah, it's like fake money, which I guess is like The Sims in a way, but not really. Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Do you like actually gambling or just VR gambling?
I like both, but I'm poor. So
Okay.
the VR is the better option. But if you ever want to go to a casino, let me know.
I do.
I love casinos.
Wait, I feel like you are not the first person from our improv team who's been on this podcast where we've been like, we should go to Vegas.
I think we all have a gambling problem.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. So that could be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Let's all
Get to
enable
know
each other.
Yeah.
I always feel like you're kind of the unofficial mayor of Vegas, though, in my mind.
Thank you so much.
You're just like, I know where you need to go. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Do you go out? You're not from Vegas, are you?
No.
Okay. It's like you just know Vegas.
I love Vegas. I got married in Vegas.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's so fun. I like Vegas too. I went with my mom. My mom is my enabler, obviously, but I love her.
But I could be.
Oh,
Take me. Let's go.
It's almost surprising they haven't figured out some kind of VR Sims.
Oh, you know what? That's kind of okay. There's this game, VR job simulator, and you can be a 7-Eleven clerk, an office worker, or a car mechanic. And it is so fun. And you can ring people up and you can make them hot dogs and slushies. It's so good.
As someone who's worked as a cashier, why?
It's like the rich wanting to try a poor person's job.
Well, that's even funny of like, yeah, there's a weird human desire of like, I want to simulate things that I don't like doing in my everyday, but I want to like pull all the stakes off of them.
Yep.
And yeah, it's like, I don't like going to the doctor, but I kind of like a doctor ASMR. Like, I get why that is relaxing.
God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if someone was actually doing that checkup to me, I would not enjoy it. If someone was whispering at that like me while I was trying to have a business interaction, I'd be like, please speak up.
you can't do this.
Please speak up. Why are you... But just like on my phone while I'm trying to sleep.
Don't even get me started on a cranial nerve exam.
Why is it so nice? But I don't want a real one.
No, I think that'd be weird. And I've seen like people doing like ASMR massages like as like an actual business, which I think is just someone kind of like touching your back.
At that point, I do want a real massage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be clear.
So
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's just like that weird human nature of like being a cashier, not that fun.
no.
VR
working in
cashier.
the cubicle. But you can print, you can type, you can make coffee, you can throw a stapler at someone over your cubicle and they like go, that's it. It's so fun.
So no HR complaints.
No.
Well, then actually I would play that and just be a menace.
That one there is tasks. So like if you want like a sim-ish game that has tasks and you happen to have a VR headset, yes.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. But also, like, I think it also stems from, like, the years of Club Penguin and, like, if anyone's played Toontown.
No, but I was obsessed. Were you too young for VMK?
I think I played it a little
Virtual
bit.
Magic Kingdom?
No. Wait, is that the Disney thing? What?
It might be back now. I'm not 100% sure. It was a little virtual Disneyland.
Oh!
I think it was kind of like Club Penguin, but I never got into Club Penguin. But it was like a little virtual Disneyland. You had a room. You could pick your theme for your room.
Oh my God.
You could have like a little Alice in Wonderland tea party room.
Oh, that's cute.
You could have and you walked around a little virtual Disneyland and you talked to other people and you tried to figure out ways around the censor to ask them to be your boyfriend. Like as
That was everyone?
yeah.
Huh.
Very Club Penguin from what I've heard.
Wish I played that.
I was obsessed with it. And again, I went to real Disneyland. I grew up in Southern California. I had an annual pass. I was like, no. I want to click and make her walk.
I want to be in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Right now.
She has pink hair and I don't.
True. She doesn't get chafed walking around Disney like I do. She's lucky.
Yeah. Thank you for ruining my life.
Oh,
by
you're so
reminding
welcome.
me how much I want to play this game again.
Welcome.
I also want to see if Sim Theme Park's anywhere. Fuck, I love Sim.
It probably
It should
is.
be, yeah. I would imagine so.
You could make they had like a little Halloween monster theme park you could build. Epic Universe, eat your heart out.
That's great.
Yeah.
You can take all those 100 babies and put them on a roller coaster.
After waiting
insane.
10 hours in a line.
Yeah. You could not complete your roller coaster on Sim Theme Park. Because I'm
you're
pretty
gonna
sure
let 'em
Roller
die.
Coaster Tycoon, you couldn't. Roller Coaster Tycoon, you could just send that mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just eat them out.
Yeah, make a 50,000-foot water slide and just watch them go. And
Yeah.
they get right back in line.
I remember one time I played Zoo Tycoon, and I let the lions out, and I was laughing, and then a lion, like, got a guy, and I was like,
Oh, no.
I feel kind of bad. This got kind of
That's the
gory.
thing. People with empathy. We gotta
Yeah.
play boring games.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get on Pizza Possum. That's the one I play.
Say,
What?
excuse me?
Okay, it's this game where the whole thing is you're just a little possum
Aw.
that steals food. You laugh maniacally. If you get too tubby, you can't move anymore quickly, so you have to hide. And there's other animal cops that'll try to stop you from stealing food. And
Animal
that's the game.
cops?
Yeah, it's great. And you're just this little possum that sneaks around and goes,
We just purchased a fantastic board game called Raccoon Tycoon.
Oh.
That's sort of Catan meets Monopoly, but you're a little.
That's
all the
adorable.
art's so fucking cute.
all your friends will hate each other, but you're adorable.
Yep.
Great.
And relatable.
That's what the Sims are missing. Raccoons.
Yeah.
They had them at one point.
I was going to say, that feels like something that should happen.
Yeah,
if
and
you
they used to knock over your trash and it would piss me off.
What's
Get heated.
What's the worst thing that happens in Sims that is like not in your control?
When your Sims don't fucking do what you want them to do. Like, you give them a list of stuff. I'm like, go to the bathroom, take a shower, eat breakfast. And then all of a sudden, they're, like, outside. Like, can we just... what is the point? I think that's just, like, a game problem. So I'm like, it's so simple. I just give you a task. That, you can get stuff repoed if you don't pay your bills.
Oops.
Like, that's too close to real life.
Yeah. It's a lot of executive function issues.
That and the random deaths. They're bringing random deaths back.
Dang. You gotta fuck the Grim Reaper so he'll leave your people
You
alone.
do. 100 babies with the Grim Reaper.
I'll take one for the
No
team.
issues. All right.
You're so brave.
Thank you for your service.
You'd be a cute little spooky wife to the Grim Reaper.
He's kind of cute.
Tall.
Fashionable.
Skinny, yeah.
skinny.
Cloaky.
Nice smile.
Yeah.
What more do I want?
You can jump them bones.
I hate that
Rattle
phrase.
them bones.
Really?
I hate that phrase so much.
Why?
I don't know. It makes me viscerally uncomfortable.
Jump them bones. Could you imagine having sex with bones?
No, I love that, as we established.
Okay. Well, and that's not the problem.
Mine is lover. When people are like,
And
"He's my lover,"
my
I'm like,
lover.
"Oh."
If no one painted anyone in the relationship nude, then they're not your
They're
lover.
not,
I
no.
think that's the rule. If
one-
you either have to have painted them nude or like eaten fruit off of their naked body. Then and only then do I feel like the phrase lover applies.
But still don't.
2 very specific scenarios.
But if you did neither, it's like
What's the point?
you were just sleeping together.
Yeah.
No one's eaten an apple off my tits. It's not love.
Do you slice it first or?
Whole apple.
2 whole apples on the nips. And
It's like a sexy William Tell. Don't bite too hard. Well, I don't know
On
where
that
else we're
note,
gonna end this. Yeah,
that was great.
Anything else? Anything else you'd like to say about The Sims?
Hooba Nooby, Dag Dag, Flurg Flarg Flarg. Play The Sims. Live your life. Live your simulation life.
Don't live your life in the world.
No, go on the simulation.
Go on the computer.
The
Which
world is
we
trash.
all knew was the reason why it was called this.
From the start. No one had any
From the
question.
beginning, everyone was on the same page.
Yes.
It's okay. It's usually me. So, how's it feel?
Not great.
I'm aware. Madeline, thank you so much for being
This
here.
was so fun.
Please, where can the people find you? And please plug your funny web series.
Oh my God, thank you. Well, I'm Madelyn Teague on pretty much everything, but I just released the pilot episode of my new mockumentary about an improv team, improv nerd, makes sense, called Blank Slate. If you look up Blank Slate Improv on YouTube, you should be able to find it. But please watch, it's funny, and we're going to make episode 2 soon, so be my fan.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Go give that a watch. And as always, please, like, subscribe, rate well wherever you're watching or listening. Just give us a little thumbs up or a little kind word goes a very long way.
Yeah, it helps us out.
As always, we have video on YouTube, audio, wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to hit it with a switcheroo and consume this media differently, by all means, put it on while you lose hours and days to The Sims. You can also, if you want more content from us, you can always head over to patreon.com/twofilthycasualspod, where you can become a filthiest casual for just $5 a month, less than any coffee, less than a Sims.
Less than a Sims
expansion pack.
DLC.
Come on now.
Wow. What a bargain.
You can get some bonus episodes every single month. Additionally, you can always find us on social media at twofilthycasualspod. Come say hey.
And that way you can also ask our fan questions. So follow us on there so you can be part of the conversation.
Please do.
Yeah.
And until next time, I'm Amy Newman.
I'm Chris Carr.
And remember, if you follow this fandom, scuba fa newbie.
Oh, dag dag.